Okay, so this video is titled Why I Left Christianity. So that's my kitten. So Christianity, right? And my opinion on Christianity is kind of unconventional, and it also kind of doesn't really, I'm not going to harp down on Christianity and say it's a bad religion because slave master. I'm not going to do all that because you've heard that multiple times and that goes without saying. But I really want to talk about Christianity in a way of a tool for self-development. And I think Christianity doesn't provide that. So I'll give you a little bit of rundown of, my religious history. So I didn't grow up Christian. I mean, yeah, I had a belief of God, but it wasn't anything like super duper like, oh yeah, I believe in God and I love God. Like, I didn't go to the church. And my childhood was kind of chaotic, so I didn't really have the best childhood either. So anyway, and I say that because it kind of influenced my decision to go into Christianity. I really had some self-destructive behavior because of my childhood, and also I wasn't able to at the time get like the help that I needed. So anyway, at 16 I started going into Christianity. It kind of went off and on. I was, first taught, some of the basics like the Book of Mark and, a bit of Psalms, and I did like some Bible study things on the Bible app. There's like little teachings they give you, like 7-day courses like teaching and stuff. And then I ended up getting baptized at 18. So I'm just giving you a rundown. I did the classes and stuff. And I will say Christianity is not a bad religion. I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's inherently bad. I think it has its place. Just like every other spiritual practice has its place. Do I think the Christian God is real? The creator, right? As human beings, we try to conceptualize everything, especially the spiritual world, which is not really conceivable, especially on this end, because, unless you have a true gift or you're really in tune with your spirituality, you're not going to really have an idea of what it is. And also spirituality, in my opinion, in the spiritual world is whatever you make it. Whatever you choose to think it is will kind of manifest and show you signs there. The reason why I don't particularly care for Christianity, and I really mean organized religions, I'm just saying Christianity because I love Christianity, but like organized Abrahamic religions, is because it doesn't hone in on self-development. Yes, you're told that you shouldn't do these things because they're sins, which the word sin means to miss the mark. They're sins, or you're not supposed to, which is fine, like that's great. But for people, especially myself, who are more nuanced and emotionally complex, and like I said, who does have mental illness, you need more than that. You need more than commandments and things you shouldn't do, or learning about a prophet. You need more. For one, everybody needs some self-development, and not self-development by like loosely holding on to some values that you use every 6 months during Christmas or during Easter, or when you need something, but actually understanding who you are. Like Buddhism and Hinduism kind of they have gods for that, and they have deities or things that make sense that they want to do those things, those self-development things. And obviously every spiritual practice and religions have people who operate from the ego, so no one's exempt from that. It's really about self-development. And I think Christianity as a religion doesn't really hone in on that, because all you're worried about is Jesus and God, which is great, but you need more. Also, I don't agree with Christianity because Jesus, although he probably was a prophetic leader, and who did have gifts from source, the whole book of, and I guess for me, when I say Christianity, I really mean like Orthodox Christianity, not like mysticism, is that Jesus, we're not supposed to celebrate Jesus. He is supposed to be teaching us the powers within you, right? That yes, I am a prophetic person because I am from God, but you're also from God, right? And you have that same power. basically the saying of that, like every person, everything is an extension of God, and that they're all connected to the source. And Jesus is just a physical manifestation of that, but also the book of Mark and John and his whole like sacrifice teaches us something about ourselves, and it also represents like alchemy in a way. And again, a lot of my thoughts do line up with mysticism, so I understand that the way I think may not be conventional, but that's another reason why I don't really care for Christianity or any religion, organized religious practice, because yes, the illusion of being separated from God is merely that, an illusion. You know what I'm saying? And I just can't get with the fact that of people, you know, me going to church every Sunday and worshiping this, basically worshiping the deity, because it's the same thing as worshiping like Mother Kalima, right? You're worshiping this deity, you know, and people need to understand that the power comes within you as well. Yes, Jesus was prophetic, probably. Yes, we have a lot of prophets, but he's connected to the source. That should teach you that, okay, well, if Jesus connected to the source and it was a walking human being in life, then, and he had all this power, right? Mental power, clairvoyance. He was a healer, right? What could I do? They don't ask themselves those questions. They just kind of rely on Jesus and God, right? And basically, also the thing about Christianity is they tend to tell themselves they don't have that power and that only Jesus or God can do it. And I don't appreciate that, because yes, they can do those things, but those things are within you, so you can do it too, right? For me, I want people, especially women, to know their power. And I think that the church, you know, Christianity, Islam, Judaism, you know, I don't really know about Judaism much because I don't really know about that religion, but any religious practice that kind of condemns women or makes women secondary to men will always give a side eye to me, because that's truly not the case. And I think that powers that be, right, and people and things that we don't know tend to spew out nonsense for their own gain and agenda. And I think that's kind of the same thing with Christianity. So that's why I love Christianity. I love Christianity because it does not hone in on self-development. Like, it doesn't talk about shadow work. It doesn't talk about getting to know thyself. It doesn't talk about those things. And also, when it does talk about it, it's like, don't do this, is bad. And not really understanding the context and really getting into the psyche, which a lot of other religions will do, right? And Christian, and when I say, actually, I would take that back. You can do that with Christianity. You have Christ consciousness and understand yourself, but it won't be the Orthodox Christianity, like Protestant or Methodist or Baptist, those, you know, or Catholicism. Those won't be the Orthodox Christianity, like ideals. It would be more so mysticism and Gnosticism or something like that, or occultism, you know. So that's why I think self-development for any religion is very important. They should definitely talk about that more, because you cannot be a good servant to God or the Creator, or be a great, reach your fullest potential and frequency without knowing who you are and what you bring to the world. And I think that's why there's a lot of scandals in the church, because a lot of people don't know who they are. You sit all day for hours learning about a prophet, learning about, you know, the disciples, but you don't know who the hell you are. You don't know your negative traits. You know everything about John, but you don't know everything about John. That's your name. You know about John, but you don't know about you, right? And you need to know about who you are to succeed in this world and to be the best spiritual being here. So that's why I love Christianity. And yeah, if you have any questions, you know, leave it in the comments. But I'm not afraid of what people are gonna say. Like, I get it. Everyone has their path, and if Christianity works for you, great. If Judaism works for you, awesome. If Islam works for you, great. But if you're seeking more, I suggest you do. And also, you don't have to leave your religion to get more. There are other subdivisions and unorthodox or unconventional ways of your religion. There's mysticism in Christianity, in the Kabbalah, and Islam as well. So you can also kind of hold in that self-development. But if you're looking for like the really spiritual transcendence, then Orthodox religion will not probably work for you. So that's my opinion. And yeah.